The case against former mayor of Johannesburg, Kabelo Gwamanda, and his co-accused has been postponed to the 17th of December for disclosure and trial certificates. His defense lawyer, Gregory Armstrong, maintains that the allegations against his clients are false and they'll be waiting for the state to disclose their dockets. Gwamanda stands accused of fraud after allegedly defrauding Soweto residents in an alleged funeral policy scheme. Now, for more on Kabelo Gwamanda's court case, I'm joined by SABC News Reporter Neria Hlakotsa. Neria, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. So the case has been postponed to the 17th of December, but before we get to court proceedings from today, let's start with just the background of this case. What is Kabelo Gwamanda actually accused of?
Well, the background is pretty straightforward. So what we are hearing basically is that Gwamanda and his co-accused were running an alleged funeral scheme, and this is where residents would pay their money just in case there's a funeral upcoming. Then they can have the money at hand from this business that was run by Gwamanda allegedly. And when the residents then decided to go there to actually claim for their money at the company, then they found no one was around. They found an empty place basically, and that's when then those residents who were allegedly scammed decided to open the case at the Protea Glen police station, and the investigations then started. And what we know is that these investigations in fact started as far back as May, even though he was only arrested in October. So, and that is what his legal team is also arguing today, basically, Fundo, to say they've been investigating my client as far back as May, but till today we don't even have those dockets. So what is happening? Yeah.
Then to today's court proceedings, this is where we heard that they want everything to be disclosed, what exactly is charged off. Talk to us about those proceedings.
Well, today it was a brief court appearance, I must say, and what took most of the time of the court was the fact that his legal team didn't want us to even film in court. So that took most of the time, where we needed to convince him, and he said to the magistrate more than anything is that this is going to prejudice his client because a lot of confidential information is about to come out, and he doesn't feel that his client will get a fair trial. So obviously the magistrate did not agree with that, and we eventually got permission to film in court. But what then came out is that his defense is saying that they want the dockets. They want to see what exactly the state has against their client, because one thing when we asked them, they said the allegations are false. And obviously then they would have to prove that these allegations are false against Gwamanda and his co-accused. But speaking to the state, they're saying, look, we have the evidence, we've spoken to the witnesses, and for now it remained unclear how many counts of fraud he will be charged with, because it's more than one witness.
But they're confident that they have a watertight case.
Yes.
At least this is in relation to the state.
Yes, the state
so
is
what
clear.
happens now? It's postponed until the 17th for there to be the disclosure, where there's an exchange of documents throughout this period.
Essentially, that's what it is. So during this period, the state will have to provide Kabelo Gwamanda's defense team with all the necessary documentation, and also give them before the trial starts. So they need all this information, and the state is saying their investigation is complete, in fact. So they have all of this, so they will be getting directive and of course giving back all the documents, or giving the defense all the documents they need.
All right, Neria, thank you very much for that update. That's SABC News reporter Neria Hlakotsa speaking to us there.